Hi there. Have you always wanted to have a mesh grill in your car, but it's too expensive for you to buy, but you think that you can make one on your own? Well, I'm here to show you how you can have a mesh grill on your Subaru Impreza WRX, STI, GC8, or on any other car. Let's see how we can do that.
Alright, so if you watched last week's episode, remember that we're running a competition. We're giving away a Chef 187 Bon Appetit album. And we picked a winner last week. Alright, so his name is Valentino Caputo, of course known in the car circles as Tino, and he is the lucky recipient of the first CD that we're giving away. So Tino,
What's up,
how's it,
man?
man?
Good, good, good.
You good?
What's up, guys?
You alright?
Ah, sweet, man. Just excited about my CD.
Are you really?
Yeah, I can pump
What's the
it in
first
car.
song you're gonna pump?
Number 12. I believe it's quite a good one. Yeah, like a blesser.
Like a blessing.
Yeah,
That's
I
my
borrow
favorite
blessers, money. By the way.
Okay.
Nice. Thank
Yeah.
you very much,
No,
guys.
it's good.
Thank
Thank you for sharing and commenting. Yeah. So 2 more CDs left, and like we said, every time we'll be giving away these CDs for the remainder of the CDs that we have. What you have to do to be able to win this is that you have to be subscribed to the channel, be a local, and comment on the videos that we upload. All right. So this video is obviously going up, and since you're watching it now, drop a comment if you want to win any of the 2 remaining CDs, or else I'm gonna be listening to them in my car. All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of DownShiftZM. So, I have a mesh grill. I've been looking forward to having a mesh grill. I didn't want to get one online because they're too expensive, and I'm not gonna spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get a grill when I could make one on my own using things that you can basically find anywhere else. So, really, what you need isn't so much. All you need is mesh wire. Then you also need pliers and screwdriver, sandpaper, and an axle blade for you to make one. Now, I already went ahead and made one, so I'm going to show you the process of what you need to do when you're making one. I'm just going to walk you through it. So, to start with, let's see. Okay, so essentially what I used to make my mesh grill was a truck air cleaner. Okay, it has that wire on it, the mesh wire that I needed to use for it, so that's what I got. Let me see, I have another sample here because I thought I needed 2. Let me pick that one out. Okay, so that's the air filter that I used to make my wire. It's a very flexible type of mesh, so it shouldn't be a problem to work around. Really, it's just held together by rubber on the top here and at the bottom there. So all I did is got a pliers, and on the star end started to pull it apart to make sure that it all comes out nice and clean there. And then because I wanted to keep it as original, I didn't want, excuse me, any stupid shapes around. Right here where it was sort of bound together, I don't know what they used to solder or weld together, whatever they used is where I cut with my, excuse me, with my cutter. Okay, are you sitting in there snug? Yes. So once you do that, once you cut it out and get your wire, you basically just have to lay it out on the back of this. But remember, the thing is, on your stock GC8 grill, you have those plastic, whatever you call them, I don't know what you call them, but there's those plastic pieces that sit right on here. So I got an axle blade and started to cut every bit and piece of that plastic material that's on here, which is extremely very soft, surprisingly soft actually. I didn't think it would be that soft, but it was. So I started to cut it out, just looking for a position where it sits straight. Are you sitting okay and snug? Somewhat. Okay, we'll put you like so. Okay, so I got my axle blade and started to cut right there, inside and out, including at the top there. Then also cut out on the top there and at the top, and the piece just comes out. I have it in the car here somewhere. Let's see. Where are you, plastic? I don't know. It's in the car here somewhere where the rest of my engine and everything else is.
Yeah, so, oh, there it is. Boxy, sit there. So this is one of the pieces that came out, okay? You can see right here where I kept on cutting it out. So obviously when you're cutting it out, be it using axle blade or whatever it is, it's not gonna be as smooth, I take it. It's not gonna be as smooth. So once we finished cutting it out, or once I finished cutting it out, I then got sandpaper and started to sand right in these spaces there. You see how this black here looks different from this one here. So I was trying to sand it nice, flat and smooth so that it's an even line everywhere across. I intend to paint this at some point black again and add a little bit of something different. So once I did that and took out all the pieces and sanded it quite alright, then I flipped it over like so. And at the back here is where you see all the shoddy work, which people aren't really going to see because what they're going to see is the front and how clean it is. So at the back here, I got my mesh wire because it was obviously taller than this. I basically measured it out around this rim here where it's going to sit. But it's always advisable that you make your grill slightly taller because then you're gonna start to bend it. The lucky bit for me now, after I cut it out and made it taller, is that on the stock Subaru grill you have these plastic pieces here. I don't know what they're there for, but I use them to tie wire around. So after I made a cutout, I then laid it on there nice and straight. And then once I was happy with the way it sat, I then started to bend it over evenly, side on the top and on the bottom, starting to bend it over while still maintaining it having a nice flat type of flush finish all over here. Bended it like that, and then got wire and this wire, for example this one, I then tied it to these brackets or whatever these pieces are on the bumper. Some of them are broken, but it still holds quite right, and it's not like I tied into everything because the wire still holds. Then as a bonus, I also use this screw here that sits for essentially on a GC8 grill. There's supposed to be a plug here that goes to lock into the front end so that this grill sits nice and straight, but in my case they are broken, so we normally use cable ties because cable tie the world, right? So yeah, I got a piece and put it all together there and tied it with a screw over there, as you can see. And then once that was tied in, your mesh grill, or my mesh grill now, looks like so. So that's nice and done and clean. What I'm gonna do later on is I'm going to sand it up nicely and then give it a nice black coat of paint and add a little bit something different to make it sort of pop out, because I think the black is cool but it's a bit boring. I'll still paint it black, but there's a small highlight that I'm going to do to make it stand out. So let me just quickly put this back in here. There we go. So if you look at my grill now, you will see my horns and the wire sitting on there nice and neat like it should. Obviously I'm gonna paint my horns as well. I want a different color for them, but yeah, that is essentially how I made my mesh grill. Cool. Alright, so yeah, that's it. You've seen how to make a mesh grill. Pretty easy and pretty straightforward. So thanks again for watching another episode of DownShiftZM. Please remember to subscribe to our channel and keep on sharing. We're trying to upload stuff every week, at least for you guys to have enough content to see what it is that we're doing. Just as a note, this is not the only GC8 that we're gonna have in the video, because there's Wale's GC8 as well, and then there's another Subaru, and then there's a BMW, and then there's a Chesser, and so many other different cars that we're all working on. But yeah, so we have our grill on. I'm gonna do something different to it. I'm gonna show you what it's gonna look like once I'm done with it. I still have a couple of things that I need to make, so I think in the next videos I'm gonna show you how to make rear wing supports, or stiffies as they're called, because I want to make custom ones for my car. And then I also want to make a rear diffuser as well. This is gonna be my first time doing it, so let's see how that's gonna work out. And also I want to make a heat shield for my corn or mushroom air filter. as well. So let's see how that's gonna turn out. But that's gonna be in later episodes. I hope I do go around and actually make them, because if I don't, then I promised you guys lies. But yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching another episode of Downshift again. Please subscribe, share, and comment in the link. Right now, we have enough going on and you'd like to see. So please stay abreast. Peace.
So we just came back from giving our first winner his Bon Appetit album. Okay, so there's 2 CDs left here. Although what we're gonna do now is we're gonna pick a winner for the very second album. So like we did it again last week, we are about to do the draw and show you who the winners are. And once we have that name, we then announce it to you. And we're gonna need to get your information, so we then hand you this ticket. So let's do this. Let's do the draw. Okay, so pasting the link to last week's video for all the comments, so we can then pick a winner. If there is a repetition of the winners, we will of course do the draw again to pick another winner to make it a lot fair. All right, so let's see who is our winner this week. 11 comments, and our winner is, drumroll please, Mr. Carlos Kaloa. Congratulations, Carlos Kaloa. You are the winner of the second Bon Appetit album. All right. So what you have to do to collect this album, Mr. Carlos, go onto our Instagram page. Okay, it's DownShiftZM. Send us a message in your inbox with your details, your contact details, so we can get in touch with you and then have this CD delivered to you. So that then means that there's one more CD left. So the winner for that CD is going to be picked in this very video. So keep on commenting in the videos. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Be local right here within Zambia. Drop a comment. Then we're going to do the draw next week to give away their very last album for Sheffy 187, Bon Appetit. So yeah, let's do this. Bon Appetit.